Wildman Wes, and welcome to day 23 of Shocktoberfest 2023. Throughout the history of film, cinema, animation, we've had beloved characters. Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Richard Blaine from Casablanca, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. But what happens when you take a lovable character from an animated film and you put him into the horror genre? Oh, well, that being said, we've got a treat for you. We have a new movie that has come out recently in 2023. We're going to be talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Holy shit. This movie is a roller coaster ride of what the fuckery. So the story begins about young Christopher Robin living out in the forest and whatnot in the UK, and as he gets older, spending time with his beloved friends Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, you name it. He gets older and realizes at the time he was a child, and as he became a man he needed to put aside childish things, and he left, which caused the animals to become depressed, take a vow of silence, beget human forms, and thrive on the taste of human blood. Well, as Christopher Robin becomes an adult, he brings his wife back to the forest, back to the woods, to introduce her to the possible characters that we all know and love. And unfortunately, with what was just mentioned earlier, things take a turn for the worse. His wife gets murdered by Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, and he is held prisoner, where he is tortured for a long time. Until a group of girls that are having a birthday party and whatnot and trying to help one of them get over a lot of PTSD, they go out there, they're having some fun, they find a cabin, there's a hot tub, there's a whole bunch of stuff there, but little do they know that the good old friends of Christopher Robin are going to pick them off one by one by one by one, until Christopher Robin finally gets free and tries to stop Winnie and Piglet from their carnage of cartoonery. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens in the end, because this is a newer movie, and honestly, I really want you to see it for yourselves, because this, it's time to talk about what I like and what I don't like about the film. I'm going to start off with what I don't like. I'll admit it, the cliches of all the girls in the group, some of the ditzy ones, some of the ones that are a little bit more suggestive. Yeah, I mean, after a while in horror films, it's done, but at the same time, at least it pokes fun at itself to a degree. I will admit that, because if you can't make fun of yourself in a horror film, what's the point, right? Alright, now for the things that I like about the film. I mean, the story alone is mind-blowing. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's a fresh take on a lovable character from all of our childhoods, not necessarily from, I mean, like for me, I watched it as a kid, even though the original animated films and whatnot came out even long before I was even born. But still, when you see an adaptation like this that takes a complete 180, you're going to get invested, because you want to know exactly how things are going to play out. I also love the special effects in this, just because of all the death scenes, how they play out. It's just, you don't know what's going to happen next. And I know I say that like with Final Destination, but I mean, it's like, in this one, I mean, movies that take place in the woods where there's a killer that's going to chop everybody up or whatnot, you have no idea how innovative you can be. You look at Friday the 13th, you look at Evil Dead movies, you look at the Hatchet series. They are all so fucked up at times where, what are they, like, how are they going to top the next death scene? It's like, how are they going to top it? I don't know, but they sure as hell did a lot of great things in this. It's time to grade this film. Okay, you know what? As much as the last episode where I was saying I'm not going to be biased, I have to be biased on this one to a degree, because I mentioned it's a fresh take, and I'm A+. I mean, I was laughing, I was shocked and horrified, and honestly, I could watch this movie again, probably at least once a year, because it's just that interesting, because there are certain things about the story about Winnie the Pooh that from the original stories and whatnot, and then moving into the adaptations of animation, and then moving into this genre, I want to go back in retrospect and try to figure out if there's anything I missed. That's what an A+ movie deserves. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't agree with what I said or maybe not enjoyed the movie, you can leave a thumbs down. Totally get it. Otherwise, make sure you share on social media. But most importantly, kiddies, you push that little red button. And don't forget to ding-ding that bell for instant notifications. Until then, I'm Wild Man Wes, and we will see you tomorrow for day 24 of Shocktoberfest 2023. Take care, and as always, stay scared.